Hey, what's going on, guys? So last time we got the tungsten all set up for the burning boxes and for the extruder. And in between last time and now, I did some setup to get the what do you call it? The noble gases and the silicon boule production set up. I didn't actually, set up any of the infrastructure really. I just kind of got the pieces together. So the first thing I did was I set up some quartzite dust from the quartzite rock that I have there. I basically just shredded it and I got a bunch of blocks out of it, so I can show you over here. Each one gives you a full block of dust, which is worth 9 quartzite each. And then I took that quartzite and I stuck it in the autoclave, so you get small piles of quartzite, and then you can autoclave it with some steam and a selector tag to get quartzite. Takes a long time, so I kind of just let it run in the background while I did other stuff, and I got 21 quartzite because I want to make 3 crystallization crucibles, which require quartz crucibles. I could have done nether quartz, I just didn't feel like doing it really, and I had the quartzite already here, so I was like, yeah, might as well just do that. And also, there's tons of quartzite just all over the overworld, so that's all good. And then I got the steel pieces that I needed for the crystallization crucibles, so it takes robust steel machine casings, pipes, and copper plates. So I have that set up, I just have to make the crucibles. And then another thing I did was I finished setting up the second distillation tower. I have decided I'll just do regular fuel, and there's a zombie pigman here, hello. So here's the other distillation tower, and I also put the heat transmitters down already, and I connected a pipe to put in the oil that we're getting from the infinite oil thing at Bedrock that we are currently refining to just get fuel oil. I didn't actually hook it up yet. I figured I might as well just do that on camera. It'll take very little time. So I connected the rubber pipe all the way through down there, and it's coming up to here. So what I'll do is I'll just put a regular barrel, or sorry, a drum. I'll put it here, and then I'll connect that to here, and that way there's sort of like a buffer, because I think if you make pipes too long, specifically fluid pipes, if you make them too long, they will do like sloshing, so some of the fluid will go back and forth, and you won't get a nice even flow. So that's what that's for. And then we'll just disconnect this and we'll repurpose these drums to go on the back of the distillation tower down there that's refining everything. I also made two, where are they? Mass storages. One of these is going to be for the ice that's coming out of the cryo distillation tower, because that creates like dust, or like ice dust or something. What is it called? I don't even know. It's some kind of like tiny ice, or if I look up like argon, I can just see what comes out of that. Yeah, so you get crushed ice, so I'll just turn that into like blocks of crushed ice, and I'll just store it in here, and then I can have this emit overflow down, and I'll just put like a trash can next to it or something. So that'll be all good. Um, so I think we're all good to go. Oh, another thing I did is I created this area out here. I have decided I'll probably do this with marble bricks. I also have marble. Wait, is this square bricks? Yeah. I have these marble windmill tiles, so I might kind of like intersperse these to create like a little bit of I don't know, variety in the texture, so it's not just one cube of this. And I figure as we do more like circuit production, I'll just expand it out this way. So I moved the rubber trees from here over to there. And I planted a third one because I'll probably end up using it at some point. I just have to make a sat bag for it. So I think that's pretty much it. I haven't done too much else for that. So I'm just going to create the crystallization crucibles now. So it's like this. It's pretty much exactly like a regular one. You just make it out of quartz. And how do you make one of these? Chisel. So it's hammer, chisel, 1, 2, 3. And I'll take it over here. Actually, I think I need, what do you need for this? Oh, hammer, wrench. Okay. Get this hammer. I also made a bronze hammer because, I have lots of bronze, so I'll just use that as my dedicated anvil one. All right. We'll just use this. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So, put this away. And what I'm thinking here is, depending on how you have to input and output with these. So, let's just see. Because I think I'll run the pipes from the distillation tower down here, and then, oh, whoops, then up, and I'll put these against a wall here or something, or maybe a little bit over here. I just have to see how I have to separate these, and also how I get the molten silicon in, which, by the way, I already have some. I forgot to mention that. So basically what I did is I created silicon dioxide, and I can go and show it in the electrolyzer, basically. I made quite a lot of it. You just electrolyze sand, so I electrolyzed like a stack of sand blocks, and you just have to remember that sand blocks are actually 9 sand units. So if you look at the recipe for this, you go to the electrolyzer. Where is it? Oh man, it'll take a minute to find it. Where is it? Sand. So 1 sand is worth 1 silicon dioxide. So I got 9 stacks of silicon dioxide, and then you use this in the crucible with carbon or 2 charcoal or 2 coal or whatever you want to do. And then you get a silicon ingot. So you get 1 unit of silicon, which is technically a silicon ingot. So what I did is I just made a bunch of molten silicon, and I scooped it up with a what do you call it? A jar, or whatever this thing is called here, a jug. And I put it into a drum, and then I took a little bit, I made it into ingots, and then I shredded it in order to get the dust, because for the crystallization crucibles, you need the dust here, and then you also need the molten stuff. So I have both, because I figured it was not really worth showcasing, because it's a pretty simple process. But I just have to make sure. So items go in the top. Fluids also can go in the top or the left or the back. Items have to come out on the right. So I think the way I can do this is sort of like this. Actually, I have to go up 1 because I need fuel to go in the bottom. Let me just do like this for now. Oops. I'm gonna need to get like a inventory extender or something, or probably a tank extender. Well, yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll do the tank extender on the back, and then I'll put the molten silicon like this, and then I'll have it drain into a pipe, and then it'll just go in here. And then also the different noble gases will come up and also go into this side. And then the items will go in the top, so like the silicon dust can go in like this. But for now, I can just put it in manually. And I should have a couple burning boxes. I really only need like 1 or 2 for now. Burning box, liquid invar, that works for me. I'll just put this like that. And then I will dig out this part here, because we want, whoops. Let me put a torch there just in case. Okay. Actually, first, let's hook up the distillation towers. I'm probably going to need some trash cans, or potentially multiple trash cans, because there's going to be a lot of overflow of fuel. Just trying to see if I have a lot of ender pearls. I do. I'm trying to think of if maybe I can make this. This is going to be an interesting one. I don't want to have to like spam trash cans, but I think that may be the only way to kind of deal with all the byproducts. For the noble gases one, I don't need that. I can just use the brass, what do you call them, the valves, because those are just gases. You can just vent them out. But for the fluids, you have to use like some kind of inventory on the other side. And it can't just be another pipe. It has to actually be like a proper inventory, as far as I can remember. So it'll be interesting to see how I deal with that. I could just make a bunch of trash cans. It's just kind of annoying to have to do so. Do I have a bunch of obsidian plates already? No. I may have just straight up obsidian, though. Yeah, I do. I'll just cut up like 4, because I think you get a bunch. Let's see. We connect that and then disconnect it, because it goes pretty quick. Yeah. Just wait for all these to come out. Let me look at something on my computer. All right. Let's get the plates, and then I will make at least 1 trash can, if not multiple. Hopefully, I can do this in a smart way. I might not need to. I'm thinking I could just stack barrels potentially on top of each other, like make them just go down and then all the contents will just flow into a trash can. But we shall see. Where are the... I'll put this here. I need... How many do you need for this? 5, okay. 5, and then 3 iron plates, and I need a release powder. And I think I can shred this now, can I not? Really? Huh. Whatever. I have one anyway, but I thought you could maybe be able to shred it. So Eye of Ender, and then put that there, and like that. And we have a garbage bin. Okay. So... okay. I want a barrel to collect the oil, and then I want to connect the pipes here. Let's go do this. Disconnect that for now. This should go in here, and just to make sure this is getting oil. Yeah. And then, oops. Perfect. Oh, wait. There we go. So this now should be filling this distillation tower with oil. And it is, which is great. So I need to... What I'm thinking is I can probably run this indefinitely and basically just off of this. And what I can do is I'll just dedicate one of the fuels simply just to run the engines here. I don't know if I'll break even on that, but, you know, if I don't, what I'll do is I will run... Well, I'll wait until I get circuits. I'll run this for now. I'll wait till I get circuits. And then I could just have this run only if I don't have enough noble gases. It'll take a long time to buffer the amount of noble gases that I need, but after that point, I think it should be okay. So let me put this here. And then pipes. There we go. So these are always going to be item outputs. That's just how distillation towers work. The bottom is always items. Just put this here for now. So I should be able to run these. It will definitely drain my fuel oil, but it's okay. Nothing is critical on that right now. Let me just do this. So this should be running. Yep, they're both running. Okay, cool. And then we should also be getting... Yes, paraffin wax. Actually, I think there's 2 item outputs for this. Am I wrong? Raw oil. Distillation tower. There is 3. There's petroleum coke in addition to those. Interesting. Okay. Let me... I'll have to go and make some more mass storages. That's okay. Do that real quick. I just need a bunch of bronze plates, rings. I need these and this. So I need 2 of these. 1, 2. 1, 2. This. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then like that. And it is... What is it? A hammer and a saw? Or is... No, it's a wrench and a saw, I think. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then like that. Like that. Get these back out. And then I need 8 screws. I'll definitely have to make a garbage can for this. I think it's like... Yeah. And I'll need item pipes, which I already have. Cool. Alright. Fortunately, I had enough bronze buffered. And I also have more coming out from my automatic bronze maker, because I predicted that I would need quite a bit. But this is an easy enough problem to solve. Actually, I'm wondering why this... Oh, I think it's just a chance to get those byproducts. That's okay. And I'll definitely make these into blocks eventually, but for now, I don't really need to do that. Actually, what I can do to make it a little cleaner is like that. And then just run these item pipes like this, and do 1 for each. You can go here, you can go here, you can go here. So that takes care of the items. You are not creating ice? What is going on? I wonder what is going on here. Are these not running? No, they are running. Power should be enough to run this. Oh, maybe this is full of nitrogen, I'm thinking. That is probably it. Hold on. This gets a lot of nitrogen at once. Yeah, okay. Let me go and retrieve... Actually, hold on. Yeah, let me get these barrels from over here. I'll turn this off because this isn't necessary anymore. Actually, you can stay on. Yeah, might as well let it stay on. I'll just disconnect this, and I will connect it with a rubber pipe for now. That way it can just continue fueling things for the time being. You... Oh, what you're going to. Oh, I know what you're going to. Rubber pipe. There you go. That's fine. I have a lubricant one and a fuel oil one, which is exactly what I want. I just have to figure out which of these is fuel oil, but what I can do is just connect rubber pipes to every one of these and then just look at them with a magnifying glass. And if they don't have anything, then they are useless. That's propane. Let's get you butane, petrol, kerosene, diesel, fuel oil. This is lubricant. Okay, so each of these is actually used for something. Okay. So fuel oil is this one. Yes. So we can connect that here. And maybe I should put signs up now that I'm thinking about it. Just to label each of these. Just trying to make some space here. That here. Okay, so this is fuel oil, and I will connect that to the rest of the system. This. That way, it can at least fuel itself indefinitely. Cool. Let's put this here. Okay, so that is good for now. I need to handle everything else, but that's okay. So what I usually do with this is... Actually, what is this? Is this lubricant? Okay. Lubricant I will put here for now. So what I usually do with this is I kind of bring the barrels out like in a ladder formation kind of, or like a, not a ladder, a staircase formation. So like I'll put this one here, then the next one here, then the next one like that. That way it's easy to get the output off from the bottom. And let me actually do that now because it will be pretty simple to get set up that way. I'll just keep going up like this. So I can do this one that will actually want to go here. And I just want to make a tunnel to go around. Like this. That way I can access this. And you can go here. Okay. Oops. I guess that's fine. I'm trying to think of how I can make this a little bit cleaner. We'll see about lubricant. I don't know how to handle that now that I'm thinking about it. Or I could just put lubricant here, actually. I don't really need a lot of lubricant. It's just the backflow, but I can put the... Oh, actually, you know what I can do? I'll make big pipes eventually, and then I'll just put the valves off to this side, and then I'll put either trash cans or just drums or whatever the hell they're called. Ones that are wooden, and then I'll just put them like that. Alright. So this will be lubricant. This will be fuel oil. So we'll move this over one. And where is my pipe? You go here. Fuel oil can go here. You go here. Oops. Like that. And then just the same thing for everything else. So I'll go like the next one can be... What is this? Diesel? Yeah. And then that way I can retrieve the outputs from the bottom of these. Actually, is this connected up? It is not. Probably be a good idea to do that. Yeah. And let me move this. So then the top will be gases, and I'm going to use those gases for either running this tower independent of the engines there, and also I'm going to use like butane or whatever to fill a lighter. That way I don't have to use the flint and steels anymore. So put that there, and we'll just be pulling these out. I dropped a torch. But this is a big step in the industry process, which is definitely nice to have. Let me do this. This next one will connect up. What are you? Kerosene, cool. Just keep clearing all this material. Make sure my inventory is not getting full. Unfortunately, the toppings are gases, so they shouldn't be too difficult to get rid of. Oh, petrol's up here. Wait, really? That's above kerosene? That's interesting. And then do 1 and 1. You go here. I actually don't know what you are. Propane. And then this, I would assume, is butane. Yeah. Okay. And you go here. And we're getting butane. Cool. So then we just need a bunch of valves specifically for the other side, pretty much. Just trying to decide how. I mean, this is fine. We got fuel oil going through. These all have to craft into bigger pieces. Fuel oil and lubricant are definitely going to need their valves, which is fine. Yeah, let me go up. There we go. Yeah, I need a ton of valves. I need, wait, like 10, which is at least 20 bronze, or not bronze, brass. 20 and then some. Do I have brass screws? That would be helpful. I do have a couple. Okay. So I want some of these to be curved brass plates. I think I have a curved plate. I do. Cool. So I'll just do curved plate for you. And then put this away. And I also need bolts, which is that. I'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be plenty. Bolt you, and then I'll turn that into screws. And the rest are regular plates, which is fine. Let's go and lay these. Actually, do I have brass bolts here? No. Turn the engine up. You go here. And you're done. And let me fill my stuff up while I can do that. Cool. Get that back. You can fill up for a second. We'll put this crap away. And you... What else do I have? Oh, that's it. Okay. So I will do 10 like that, and then... Oops. How do you do this? Wrench, screwdriver. Cool. Wrench, screwdriver, and I'll get 10 of these. And if I need more, I will go get more. I can also recharge my tools while this is on. I could realistically leave this on forever because I have a significant amount of fuel, but I don't know how much throughput I actually have at the moment. Something I'll have to keep an eye out for. Alright. Let's take a look here. Okay, we saw we're only getting like 25, so anything that... There's no chance, really, that these pipes will, like, waste any if there's actually, like, a need to have stuff, so that's cool. So let me do... hold on. Like this, and that should take care of the lubricant. Yeah, so we just need to get rid of the fuel oil. So I'll do... I have to actually double check what is in the contents of a pipe, because I need gases to go out one way and the liquids to go out another way. I'm just thinking I'll need to go get more, or just some fluid barrels, if I have any. I really wish you could just put pipes connected to those valves, but I don't think you can. Yeah, liquids require a tank. Unfortunate. Do I have some? I thought I had like a couple. It's probably the case that I don't, though. Alright, I could just make bronze drums. It'd probably be a lot easier for me. So maybe I'll do that, because I have so much bronze. Fine. Oh yeah, I need another magnifying glass, because mine is about to run out. That's why I came up here in the first place. There we go. And then I'll just make that, and we're good there. Okay. Yeah, I'll just make a bunch of bronze drums, I guess. Why not? Got a bunch of bronze here. Actually, while that is done, I will make brass, too. I'm gonna need a lot of brass. Where's my zinc? It's really good to have this kind of system to just run passively in the background. 3, you go here, and then 1, you go here, and we're good to go. Let that run. Okay. So I'm gonna need, just thinking, at least 4 extra drums. Here, let's try raw oil. I just want to see what comes out of this. So anything that is an actual liquid. So this, lubricant, petrol, fuel oil, diesel. So just 4, actually. That's not bad. Do I have that? Probably not. I'll just make a stack of rods if I can. Actually, I cannot. Shoot. But I can still make it, because I have a bunch here. And I actually have curved plates already, too. I'm sure I was anticipating having to do this at some point. Where's my curved plates? There they are. I'll just make 4. Let me get these out of here. Alright. So, should be good now. I have my magnifying glass, so should be a simple enough kind of thing. So this is fuel oil. So we'll do this. Bronze drum. This should fill up with fuel oil. Let that fill out, and then you are good. That will just keep running. And what are you? Oh, you're empty? Diesel, okay. So this also needs this, and then I'll turn that. And then where are you? Kerosene. Kerosene, I'll just put, well, I'll try to put it on that side. Yeah, so that will vent out if there's too much kerosene. This is petrol. That goes here. And then I'll put that, do that, and then... Oh, I don't want it to do that, though. I'm going to go like that and that. Alright, and then these are both gases, butane, propane. Yep. Okay. A little tough to reach, but I can still do it. Come on. Alright. So this should be self-sustaining here. Now the other one, I'm definitely going to have to set up a little differently. I have to figure out which inputs correspond to which one the same way I did the other one. So let me just dig out a little stuff here. Okay, let's see. Some of these are going to be empty. So this is empty. This is nothing. Carbon dioxide. We'll just straight up vent carbon dioxide, I think. There's not really any use for it. You know what? So I'm going to forget. I'm just going to label these. Because maybe I will use carbon dioxide at some point. And also, I just, for my own sake, I want to make this easier to, like, come back and look at. You just get some... Do I have some signs? I thought I might. I do have spruce signs. Okay, cool. Put that away. Glass shards that I can just throw up here for now. And blue schist. Put it away. And I have some building blocks that I can dump for now. Okay, and also some bronze, but... Okay. Just want to make my inventory a little cleaner. You're good. Very good. Okay. Make some signs. Where are my sticks? There we go. Oops. I need to grab more wood. Actually, I have some wood. I think that should be plenty. So put that away, put that away. Cool. Go down here. So top one is propane. Propane. I don't really like these spruce signs. They're very dark, but it's fine. Propane. This is petrol. This is kerosene. If you like this. Or, no, it is S-I-N-E. Okay. I never spell that. Diesel. And this is fuel oil. Fuel oil. And this is lubricant. All right. And then on the other side, this bottom one is carbon dioxide. Yep. I don't know if this is actually able to be vented out this way, but I'll just do it anyway. Carbon dioxide. Actually, it's not going to fit. Dioxide. There we go. What are you? Argon. Perfect. Argon. You. Oxygen. Oxygen. Where's some of this stupid clay? Alright. Nitrogen. Definitely going to need to vent that. What is this? Neon. Helium. Cool. Yeah, there we go. Helium. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? Actually, I want to try to go and connect this to the other building that I made. Or just see where the pipes are going to have to go for this. Okay. Actually, we're pretty close. So it just needs to go. I'm going to do actually, I don't know. I was thinking of doing like a quadruple pipe just to have like one single pipe flow around. It's going to cost a lot. Or I can do a non-double pipe, actually. Forgot they cost less. I just need to kind of count roughly where I need to go with it. Let's take a look here. I just need to do fluid filters. So it's going to be like this. It's going to be 3. And then the non-double pipe. Let's go down a little more. Yes. Okay. So the non-double pipe will be here. So I'll need at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So like 20, I'll just do 24 maybe. I think that should be plenty to get me going. I have tons and tons of small rubber fluid pipes because I also anticipated having to do this. Do I have more rubber? I think I'm right. That's actually probably going to need more even. That's fine though. And then also I'm realizing I'll probably have to make a bunch of steel for the tank extenders because they take a bunch of steel, don't they? Yeah. I'll just make a stack of steel. Yeah, I might as well. Definitely going to need to dig up some more iron sand. I'm just not getting enough from hematite. There we go. Turn that on. I'll have to put the stupid clay away. I mean, I guess I can just run the 3 pipes for now, and then I can combine them after, because then I also don't need to do fluid filters, which are a little bit of a pain in the ass. Helium. Okay. So, I guess I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. I'm going to do it the same way as the other one. I just have to... These are all gases, so I don't need to have like a special venting or avoiding system. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 3 more pressure valves. Is fine. Let's see. Actually, I have 1 left over. Not bad. I'll just curve these myself. I don't want to waste time. You are not getting turned to that for now. 3, 1, 2, 3, and then where are my... Oh, tools are over here. Forgot about that. Alright, screwdriver, wrench, 1, 2, 3. And I'll put these here for now. Put this away. Get rid of the clay again. Alright. And I'll just come drop down here. So carbon dioxide. I'm thinking I might actually just... Oh, actually, I'm going to need more drums. Ugh. It's alright. It'll be worth it. That way I can have at least a backlog. Actually, I'm sure I have more drums laying around somewhere. Maybe not. I might just be making things up. Whatever. I'll just make a whole stack of 16 rods. That way I can make a bunch. Oh, I forgot to mention. Let me light this up and talk while I wait. I found another tungsten material called stolzite. I found it in the mining dimension, and I didn't realize what it was at first. I just kind of was like ignoring it, but then I realized I didn't know what it was, so I took a look in NEI, and it is a source of tungsten and lead. But I was like, why didn't I see this when I was looking at tungstic acid? And I went through the processing chains and everything, and I was like, what's the deal with this? And I realized that when you take the dust, you can't like process the dust in any other way except in the crucible, and you get straight up tungsten trioxide out of it. So you just make that in the crucible into like molten tungsten trioxide, then you cast it into ingots or whatever you want to do, then you shred it down and you straight up get tungsten trioxide dust, which I think is the one step away from tungsten, yeah. So you just straight up get that, which is pretty fantastic, actually. And I found a whole vein of it, so I don't think it's quite as good as Hubernite or whatever. Maybe it is, actually. It might be even better. I don't really know the conversions of everything, but, you know, it's pretty cool. I didn't realize that was, like, another material for that. So I now have a dedicated source of tungsten, so I can start making the other, what do you call them, the extruder shapes and everything. And that'll help us get through some more of the later game stuff. I need, how many gases are there? Let me just see where, nitric acid. I'm just seeing there's a way to do this with nitrogen. Yeah, fuck off. That's the problem here. Okay, I'll just look at argon then. Trying to go back through to see this recipe, but I couldn't. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I need 5 more, which is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 20 plates to be curved. All right, and you, and you. All right. Let me put these blue shits away. Put this away. Cool. So I will put the carbon dioxide here, actually. I will connect it that way, and we can accumulate carbon dioxide a little bit. Then I'll do argon here. Then I'll do whatever's above that. Go like this. Just have to come up a little bit. Come on. Cool. And then I can just do this. That. You, 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 and you. Okay. All good there. And then these are all labeled. And I will also stick the valves on. Come on. There we go. So now this also should be running. Yes, it is. Cool. I just want to see how we're doing on fuel oil. I think we're getting a net gain, which is good. Actually, maybe we're not. Very hard to tell. 49. Actually, I have a thing in my pocket. I don't know why I'm doing this. 49.74. 99. Okay, I think we are getting a net gain. I'm thinking I'll just use fuel oil to run these engines. Let me see. So I think this might be the most stuff you get out. Then I could just use like petrol and diesel for everything else around the factory. Actually, yeah, this is not making a net gain. So yeah, it was what I thought. So I'll just use, what I'll do is I'll use fuel oil just for this. And then, actually, hold on. I'm sure there's a burning box running that doesn't need to be running, but it's fine. I'll use fuel oil just to run the cryo distillation tower and the regular distillation tower. And I'll have the cryo distillation tower, well, I'll have the heat or the cooling thing turn off when it is like full of noble gases. That way it's not really like wasting anything. And I'll use the other gases for around the factory. So this should be done. I think everything else is mostly off. So what I'll have to do is disconnect the pipe that comes down here and then just put like diesel into the rest of the factory. Of course I can't go this way. I will see if I can do this. Yeah, that's fine. That way I can access it up here as well. So I'm going to probably disconnect this line and then reconnect it to the diesel line. I think that should allow this to run like indefinitely, but it's fine for now. I think there's a very, very minimal amount of loss. So for now, I can just get my portion thing right as well. So I can come up here. I need to run these pipes with the noble gases up here. So I don't really care which one goes where. I just need it to come around like that. I'll go down another one. So go down, down, and you go like this. And same with this one. So what is this? This is helium. Okay. I'll do it kind of like that. It's definitely not the prettiest, but it's not terrible. And just kind of get like that. You're good. And you are good. Neon. What is the other one? Not nitrogen, not oxygen, argon. Okay. So neon comes down again. Go. And then I'll just do it like that. Cool. You will fill. This should be filled with neon. This should be filled with helium. And then let me just get myself up here. Actually, dig this out first. And dig up here. So this is actually pretty clean, I would say, all things considered. I will definitely turn this into a quadruple or non-upple pipe eventually, but for now, this is okay. I'll put this torch here and probably put another one there, because I'm sure there's mob spawns available here. Quite a lot of pipes, but I think I'm still saving pipes, all things considered. This is argon here. Yeah, that's okay. And I'll turn that on. And connect you. This should be filled with argon. Cool. All right, so we have a good solution here. Oh, and let me also... Oh, did I already put these on? I guess I did. You should just be able to run forever. And let's see. Okay, yeah, this is going down too fast. I will have to disconnect the fuel line from the rest of the factory. Let me do it from over here. Well, first I need to figure out which one is which, so... Fuel oil, diesel. Okay. Get rid of you. Go down here. You go here. Actually, yeah. Thinking I can... I'll probably reverse this, and I'll make this run off of diesel or petrol. Because this, realistically, will not run forever. It just needs to run for now to, like, create the backlog, but... Yeah, this is very slowly. I don't know what's running, but that's okay. I will allow this to run on diesel, which should be basically the same for all intents and purposes. Alright. So diesel is now going in... Wait. Oh, this pipe literally has fuel oil in it. So I'll have to wait for that to empty out. Also, I think this probably doesn't drain. There we go. So the whole system will probably need to, like, drain of fuel oil, or at least majority drain, but that's fine. It'll catch up with itself eventually. But we have everything set up that we needed, which is definitely good. Let me put all this clay away. We had a lot of clay. Alright, put that away, put you away, put you away. And put this marble away. Alright. Let me sleep real quick. Okay. Oh, I might also need to bring fuel over here for these burning boxes, but that's fine. And then I need to hook up tank extenders. Let me go get the steel, because I can do the tank extenders now, most likely. We're getting steel, not very quickly, but we're getting it. Realistically, I only need to do one at a time here, but I would like them all to kind of be in tandem, if I can help it. That way I'm not wasting noble gases. What am I trying to do? Oh yeah, tank extender. Does this need to be robust? No, just a regular one. That's cool. Do I have steel rods? Probably not. Okay. I'm going to need 6 steel rods, so I'll make those. Hello? Okay. Actually, do I have a rod mold here? Maybe I do. I have bolts. Unfortunate. That's fine. We put these in, and then light this up. Come on. There we go. you away. And then I just need to turn the rest into curved plates and regular plates, respectively, for the machine casing and also for the pipes. We should be good pretty soon. Actually, I should just turn these iron dusts into plates. I don't think I have any other use for them. Do that while I wait. Nearly there. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. You should be whatever. Very slow. Alright. Now. There we go. Alright. 6. There. Need a couple more, but that's fine. 2 machine casings. Need a little bit more, but that's just waiting on that. This, I need bronze drum. Molten silicon. I just need to see what pipes I'm allowed to use for this. Temperature, 87. Can I use bronze pipes for this? I would imagine so, but let's see. 16. Yep, that's just good enough. I'm gonna have to move that one up, I'm realizing. There. I'm thinking what I'll have is like the melter here, and then I can just put silicon in there. So this will go like that. You will fill vertically adjacent pipes. And like that, and we'll go. Can I reach? Whatever. That'll be all good there. I just need to put the extenders. Oh, and then also connect that. And item pipes we'll put on top just for making sure I know to put that on later. And then these, I'll just hook them up to, I don't know, a barrel at the end. Connect. Connect. And connect. Cool. I think we're good there. You just need to wait for more iron plates, and then we're good to go. Actually, you probably need more noble gas as well. I'm sure there's not however much I need. I think it's 1,000 each. Yeah, quite a lot. So maybe I'll have to do this in the meantime between episodes, but I think it's okay. How much do you have? Yeah, gotta wait. That's okay. Let me go see what the fuel consumption is like here. You're good. I guess go under. You are fuel oil. Jeez, okay. Yeah, as soon as I have circuits, I'm gonna need to set this up. I think, yeah, what I'm definitely gonna need to do is use a gas burning box and pull down either propane or butane or kerosene, whichever one I don't need, like, to use anywhere else. I'll just run down to the bottom of the distillation tower, and then I'll supplement the distillation tower with that. I'll use a dense Invar burning box, because this has like a minimum requirement of 64, but you can like overclock it technically by adding to it. And also, when I don't have the other thing on, I still want this to run. And also, thinking in the future how I will manage this distillation tower. Because what I also want is if all of these are full, so I'm going to have like multiple AND gates. I'm going to say like, if all of these barrels are full, then turn the distillation tower off, because there's really no point to keeping it on like all the time if it's just going to be voiding all of the contents. So that's my overall plan, but I'm not going to do that right now. I think we can manage to run this forever, essentially, if we really wanted to. This is more so like a late game, or something to prepare for late game, because your fuel consumption goes up quite a lot. But I want to, like, prepare for it well in advance. Also, while I'm here, I need to upgrade all of these to their block forms. That way, they don't really need trash cans for a long time. You can, I can't remember what item you use to switch these to, like, drop their contents. Like, you can make it so that these drop their excess contents down below them, which I did also for the cactus, because that was overfilling. I think I showed this, but I'm just gonna do this in the meantime, so I don't have to put trash cans, like, immediately down. Oh, fuck, I'm an idiot. I'll do this. There we go. Block of crushed ice. Where's the blocks? Fuck. You have to be quick, or you have to just wait until you get the output. There we go. That's good. And then I will do the same thing for the other ones. And then they'll be set to run for a while by themselves. So petroleum coke, I'm going to need a little more than that. You know. Get that. And get this. Cool. Asphalt. I think asphalt is also like a really good floor material. I think it makes you move faster. Could be mistaken. Sure, I wouldn't be able to tell with just one, but eventually I'll be able to test. And wax. You can turn this back into block, yeah. Okay. All right. So give me this. Oh, fuck off. That's the problem. Let's see if I can do this again. There we go. Cool. So that should sustain these for quite a long time. And actually, something that I noticed before, I don't know if it was ever fixed. Oil coke. This has a burn time of 160. So it's 9 items of petroleum coke, like powder or whatever. Where would I find the powder? Or if I just look at petroleum coke. Petroleum coke. 32. So yeah, if you multiply this by 9, 18, 3, I mean, it's well over. You get like at least 270 smelts from 9 petroleum coke. So it purely for storage, this is good. But if you wanted to use this as like a fuel, you would want to have like another barrel or a drum or whatever these are called, a mass storage, that turns it back into dust, and then use that as a fuel. And actually, I could probably just use a solid burning box here now that I'm thinking about it. What is this venting? Oh, it's probably venting nitrogen or something. I might end up putting trash cans here so I don't have to hear this annoying hissing sound, because I was stupid and I put this directly under where I'm working, but I think that's fine. But yeah, I mean, we did pretty good here so far. This is definitely going to have to change. I'll definitely supplement this. I'll run the gas down and then put a gas burning box so that this processes faster. I think we can keep up with the demand because this really isn't using that much. It uses 25 per cycle through, and it's cycling through very quickly, and I think we get a lot just from like that reservoir at the bottom. So I'll overclock this with the gas burning box in the meantime, and then I will get the tank extender set up, and then I'll come back and we can start working on the circuits and stuff and the silicon boules and everything like that. So I will see you guys next time.